Hello. So, if the question goes like among all of the periods in the educational system in the Philippines, which of them do I think is the most successful and effective in terms of curriculum and objectives? My answer to that question is going to be the American period. And in this video, we are going to talk about the reasons why do I think so. So it's going to be about the history of education in the Philippines. I hope that you won't wait for me to you don't expect me to talk about Russia or any other country. In the 45 years of occupation, the American period of education in the Philippines is what I see as the most successful period in the history of education in the country. Now, in terms of spreading their cultural values and the use of English as a language, making education free and accessible to more Filipinos without discrimination, which was apparent during the Spanish period, it did the work. Now, each Filipino student's journey in education was divided into 4 years of elementary education and 4 years of secondary education and 4 years of tertiary education. 7-year-olds must be enrolled to the nearest school and the government will be covering their needed school supplies. In case of students who excel academically, they will be sent to the United States for higher education, with the government answering again for their expenses. Ang tawag sa kanila ay mga scholar, with the likes of Jose Abad Santos and Honoria Sison, who was the first Filipino lady physician. Various volunteer American soldiers were the first teachers who also built schools in many areas as part of their mission. And then later on, na-replace sila by a group of teachers who were aboard the ship Sheridan at the same year. At the same year, 600 more teachers aboard the USS Thomas, arrived on the Philippine shores. 365 sa kanila ay mga lalaki, and then 165 naman ay mga babae. Anyway, I would like to clarify that in this part, we are talking about the teachers. So first is may mga volunteer American soldiers who were the first teachers. Second, they were replaced by teachers who were aboard the ship Sheridan. Third, comes the first Thomasites, 600 Thomasites. Ayan. And then, that was in 1901. And then the following year, another set of Thomasites came, leading to a total of 1,074 teachers stationed all around the Philippines. Now, schools from the Spanish period were either revived or permitted to continue operations, adding up to newly established agricultural, vocational, normal, and business schools that were established in various cities and provinces in the country. Now, some of these schools are still around today, such as the Philippine Normal University. It is, if I'm not mistaken, the leading university for teacher education. The next one is was the Philippine Women's University. I am not really sure if it's still bearing the same name up until today. Yeah, and then the last one is the Far Eastern University, or FEU. Now, remote areas in the country were also reached by American educators, carefully studying their instructional needs and designing a curriculum that would be of great help and importance and even significance to their community. In the far-flung areas of the mountain provinces and Sulu, the focus of the curriculum was health practices and vocational courses. So let me reiterate that the reason why I have chosen this period in the history of Philippine education is that American teachers were actually paying attention to the individual needs of various learners located in various places in the Philippines. Our country kasi really is it has this high level of geographical variance. We have different types of communities that are in different types of places. May mga mountainous, may mga nasa mga shores, merong mga nasa plains. And so I was really amazed uh, by the fact that Americans paid attention to the different needs of learners depende kung nasan sila geographically and depende kung ano yung pamumuhay na mayroon sila. Which was something that was not given attention during the Spanish era and even in the Japanese era as far as I know. Now, in the far-flung areas of the mountain provinces na nasa mga bulubundukin nga and Sulu, which is at the end of Mindanao, ends of Mindanao yan, inata to. Yung focus ng curriculum was health practices and vocational courses. Vocational courses in a way that they are letting these students, learners, learn how to earn a living, and then health practices in a way that they are making them less dependent on, professional healthcare. And just, if, siguro, like, teach them how to do simple remedy, or I mean, how to do simple remedies. Yan. Now, even remarkable during the American period of education was the emphasis on nationalism by teaching students of the works of the deceased heroes, good manners and proper conduct, cooking, farming, and other vocational activities. Now, private schools naman, meron na mga private schools before, yes, that's true, were observed by the Institute of Private Education. Now, there were around 400 private schools and a total of around 10,000 students enrolled in those schools. Lastly, education was not only catered to the young, but also for the adults by placing adult education as one of the government's thrusts. Now, if you're gonna tell me that this period in the history of Philippine education is not the best, well, syempre, I just respect your opinion, and I hope that you will be doing the same. By avoiding conflicts. Okay, just if you don't agree with my opinion, I just let you just don't if you disagree, that's it. Okay, so don't do anything stupid. I hope. Okay, so that's it for the knowledge catalog, for this version of the knowledge catalog. I am keeping this actually as my personal answer to a future question, so I hope that you are not going to take this like on a personal level. Alright, so that's it.